back. This episode, I was hoping that the metal would have turned up for the dash shelf so I can make that for the ST. It hasn't. I've contacted the person who sent it to me. It's got lost somewhere. They said they're gonna send me out another piece, so I'm gonna have to film that at a later date down the road. So I'm gonna start now. I can't wait any longer for it. I'm gonna start looking at the Z650. Obviously this is a project I've been looking forward to for some time, but I will revert back to the ST and do that dash shelf for everyone as soon as that comes in. You know, that is kind of like the final piece in the puzzle that I want, so I can actually, well, I'll show you what I've got. So I can actually mount accessory chargers, etc. Got the wiring as well, so I can run that. And then I can obviously set up the sat nav, which is what I want for obviously when we decide to do our next tour. I will be filming again like I did with the Varadero. I will be filming the ST tours. They're going to be quite exciting. Hopefully, might even try Scotland, but definitely back into Wales. Wales is one of my favourite places. So, but Z650, the project begins, so to say. Nice to have a empty-ish garage. As I showed you before, it hasn't really moved or anything. That's how it's all been just shoved in together. It is going to be a lot of work, but I like a challenge. So hopefully I can learn and people can learn with me. And anybody that's actually done this before, I appreciate any hints or tips or advice. I'm always open to learning. So the first thing I want to do is take off the few bits of bodywork and pull out. The engine is just loose basically. Pull out all this and get it on the bench. Alright, so that is it in all its wonderful glory. And there's the engine. Part of it obviously is apart. Carbs will need a complete strip down, clean, all the rocker head clean, clean all this up. Clean all the fins. Replace the carb rubbers. Have a look at the shims, replace the shims as well. These cam ends going to need replacing. Basically going to be stripping and replacing mostly everything. I say it's a 1977, registered 1978. It's a 40-plus-year-old bike, so there's going to be a lot of problems and issues. Cam chain needs replacing, it's stretched. It's going to be fun trying to get these screws out. Replace the clutch. Clean the pistons. Basically split the cases, get the crank out. So that's going to be a big learning curve. A lot of research in that. As I say, I've got the manual. I've actually got fiche pictures from basically from online of how every single part goes together. So I'll actually hopefully try and get a piece of board and I'll stick them hopefully up there. So I'll do a big board of all the fiche parts. As I say, it will be the biggest challenge I've done on this channel. But that's basically what I'm starting with. I've got probably 3 boxes of bits as well, which I need to sift through, have a look at. So these carbs, they've actually been painted. Not really a surprise. Well, I'm surprised they're actually not blue, because everything else on the bike was blue. So first bit, I'm going to move the barrels and the head to one side, cover them up, and start looking at this. Right, so I'm going to start taking this apart if I can. I mean, the thing is, obviously, I've had this now probably 2 years. Previous owner I bought it from had it standing 5-6 years. So it's been standing for a long time. These are going to be fun, where the heads are basically gone. In fact, it seems to be missing screws already, so first job, I'll try and get this cover off, get this generator moved out of the way. So it's unplugged there, so it's just that one to unplug, and then try and get these screws out. I'll put some penetrating fluid on there, soak them, and see if that will help. Right, I've soaked these for some time. Impact driver seems to be totally rusted and mullered end. That's one out. It's missing one. It's missing this one. I've just got that one out. That's that one. And that one to go. Right, I know it's probably not the right way. There was no way was I going to get a screw bit in there. So I actually used a hacksaw and cut a groove just so I could actually get the impact driver in there, and a few whacks, and it's coming out. I mean, all these screws are going to be replaced, all the threads are going to be, well, basically recut. Again, well, it's mashed now, very rusty. Right, so I've just removed this bolt from here, and that gave me enough to lever in there. And that's now starting to move, starting to come off. There's one lug just there, and there's one on the other side. Oh dear. Right, and that is off. So next job, let's try and get this out. It's not looking particularly brilliant in there. As I say, everything's going to be cleaned. And unseized before it goes back in. So let's get this generator out. Well, that's surprising. The last one is in there. Yeah, it's a state. Alright, very gently, just on the inside, with the screwdriver, I managed to free it up. Right. That basically should be held in by screws. From the other side, there's nothing in there. You can see the state of it. Yeah, it's just dirt and rust. So that'll be cleaned up.